You know when you buy a giant Lego set and you inevitably find that that one bizarre, highly specific brick?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, it doesn't look like a standard building block at all, but without it, the whole thing just falls apart.
Right.
Well, today we are taking a deep dive into a comprehensive catalog from HDTVSupply.
They're a 25-year veteran in AV products.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And our mission today is to demystify this sort of invisible, highly complex infrastructure behind commercial audio and visual distribution.
Mhm.
And okay, let's unpack this, because looking through their source catalog, I actually found the exact equivalent of that weird Lego brick.
I have a feeling I know exactly which piece you're talking about.
It's the Turtle AV Dante Bluetooth wall plate for EU wall boxes. In white, obviously.
Obviously.
I mean, on the surface, it's literally just a white wall plate. So why on earth would someone need this hyper-specific piece of hardware instead of just, connecting their phone to a standard Bluetooth speaker in the ceiling?
Well, what's fascinating here is that this isn't for a living room. A standard Bluetooth connection at home is essentially a one-to-one street, right?
Right, phone to speaker.
Exactly. But this Turtle AV plate, it's an on-ramp to a sprawling, interconnected commercial AV network.
Okay.
It uses a protocol called Dante. And that translates a simple local Bluetooth signal into a specialized data format that shoots across an entire building's network.
Wait, so if this wall plate is just the on-ramp, where does all this data actually go? Because the Bluetooth signal isn't going to drive like 100 TVs on its own.
No, definitely not.
What is sitting at the center of this network?
So that brings us to the core engine of the whole operation, which the catalog calls Wolfpack Modular Matrix Switchers.
Okay.
And this is where we really have to grasp the sheer scale of the data because, pushing high-def video to 2 TVs at home is a headache.
Oh, tell me about it.
Right. But these switchers, they push 1080p, 4K, and even 8K resolution to 836 or up to 160 TVs simultaneously.
Wait, 160 TVs?
Yeah. And to do that, they don't use standard HDMI cables. They convert the video into data packets and send it over local internet networks.
Oh, I see.
It's a tech known as AV over IP. Or they use specialized HDBASE technology running over standard CT6 networking cables.
So it's kind of the digital switchboard operator from the 1950s, right?
Mhm.
Just instantly plugging any caller's wire into any receiver's slot, but doing it millions of times a second for pixels instead of voices.
That is a great way to picture it. Yeah, a matrix allows any video input to go to any output independently at any exact moment.
Okay.
But it goes beyond just routing single games to single screens. The Wolfpack system includes built-in video wall processors.
Oh, so that's how they do the giant displays.
Exactly. This is how you stitch a grid of screens together to act as one giant, seamless canvas, complete with complex picture-in-picture displays.
But how does it keep the picture from looking completely mangled across so many screens? I feel like there would be a massive delay.
That's the real magic of a matrix switcher. It constantly buffers frames of video in its internal memory and aligns their digital timecodes. So when it sends the image of a football flying across 9 different screens, they all refresh at the exact same microsecond.
So no lag, no screen tear.
Exactly, 0 lag.
Okay, so I'm picturing a bustling sports bar on a Sunday. Dozens of games, hundreds of screens. But how does a human actually manage 160 different TVs at once?
Right.
Because I lose my one remote at least twice a week. I literally cannot imagine a manager pointing a plastic bucket full of remotes wildly at the ceiling.
Thankfully, the industry has evolved way past the bucket method. The catalog outlines an extensive array of centralized control options.
Like what?
Well, you can use free iOS or Android apps, Windows 11 software, web interfaces, or dedicated touch tablets they call WolfPads.
WolfPads. Huh?
Yeah, and for the really deep integrations, they offer RS-232 and TCP/IP control.
What does that mean in practice, the RS-232 part?
It's basically a way for programmers to bypass the pretty apps and hard-code commands directly into the building's central nervous system.
Wow. See, here's where it gets really interesting for me.
Yeah.
Because I was completely picturing a sports bar this whole time, but I noticed something wild in the source catalog. It lists extensive compliance for government purchasing.
Oh, right.
Things like TAA compliance, federal GSA schedules, and the NASA CUP program. Why on earth is NASA buying the exact same equipment as my local pub?
Well, it all comes down to what these systems are fundamentally designed to do. Like TAA compliance, for example, just means the hardware is manufactured in approved countries.
Okay, so it can legally be installed in secure federal buildings.
Exactly. But whether you are running an entertainment venue or a high-security government installation, the core requirements are identical.
Really?
Yeah, you need extreme scalability, zero latency reliability, and secure network distribution.
So a government agency needs to route mission-critical data feeds to complex video walls just as seamlessly as a bar needs to route the playoffs.
Exactly. The hardware doesn't care if it's a touchdown or a satellite launcher. It just knows it absolutely cannot fail.
Man, that completely changes how I'll view these spaces. The next time you or anyone listening walks into an enormous sports bar or a facility with a sprawling video wall, you're not just going to see bright screens. You'll understand the invisible, complex Wolfpack matrix silently routing the entire visual experience,
Yeah.
all running off those highly specific Lego bricks.
It really is the invisible architecture of our modern visual world. And, knowledge is always most valuable when you can finally see the systems operating right in front of you.
Right. So what does this all mean for the future? I want to leave everyone with a final thought to mull over. If we currently have the hardware to seamlessly route 160 unique 8K video streams over local IP networks, what happens to our physical spaces when AI begins dynamically analyzing our behavior in real time?
Oh, wow.
Imagine a system deciding exactly which feeds to push to which screens, just based on where we look as we walk through a room.
Now, that is a truly fascinating future to prepare for.